Republic of the Maldives stretches 870 kilometers across the Indian Ocean. There are 200 islands classed as locally inhabited and some 90 tourist resort islands. The capital of the Maldives is Malé. It is 1.85 kilometers wide and 1.2 kilometers long. The best way to travel is by Maldivian air taxi. You give a great view on the way to your destination. Whether on an island or a liveaboard, all provisions, supplies and equipment will have come from Malé. The fruit market is colourful and provides all manner of exotic fruit. The fish market provides for all tastes and sizes, but also trades in sharks and marlins, which are now in decline. Lastly, the indoor market is a tapestry of colours and aromas, and a voyage of discovery of different herbs and spices. The Maldives export little, but traditional crafts are used to entice the tourists to buy souvenirs for their holidays. The islands are either locally inhabited or tourist islands with nothing in between. To see how the Maldivian people really live, you have to travel to a locally inhabited island. Schools are basic, but some lessons are taught in English. They all have the normal facilities, and the pace is slow and easy. Many people are employed in making the traditional boats called donis. The tourist islands are a tropical paradise. Crystal clear water, beautiful sandy beaches, and a place where you can really relax. Accommodation is first class, including water bungalows with steps straight down into the sea, and a water taxi to get you to the main island. Sailing is popular, and diving on the island's house reef could not be easier. So let's get underwater and discover the wonderful world of diving in the Maldives. The undersea world of the Maldives is a rainbow of colours and has over 700 species of fish. The angelfish family is some of the most colourful. This is the blue-faced angelfish, and this is an emperor angelfish, also known as an imperial angelfish. Here we have a pair of Moorish idols with a greatly elevated dorsal fin. Anemone fish are members of the damselfish family. They have adapted to living in a symbiotic relationship with anemones. The juveniles are a very different colour to the mature adults. There are many kinds of anemones and 30 kinds of anemone fish. These are Clark's anemone fish. The Maldives' own anemone fish, called the Blackfoot anemone fish, is common and is so called because of the black lower fins. They also have a single white bar over the head. They use the stinging anemones as cover and are rarely seen away from their host. The anemones do not sting the fish as it recognises them as being part of itself. The tentacles of the anemones contain poison and tiny harpoons at the tip which pierce the skin of small fish and inject a fatal poison. The anemone fish warns its host if a butterfly fish, which can digest the tip, is nearby, and in return the anemone allows the anemone fish to live in and around it. Our next fish is the very colourful clown triggerfish. All triggerfish have a strong spine as part of their dorsal fin, which can lock in the upright position when the fish wedges in a crevice at night. This prevents it being pulled out by a predator. The colours on the clown triggerfish are truly amazing. The adults are usually seen along steep slopes or walls. The powder blue surgeonfish is well named. The rich blue colour catches your eye each time you see this fish. Surgeonfish are so named as they have a sharp blade-like spine in a fold on the tail. It points outwards when the tail is bent and is used for self-defense or fighting. The powder blue surgeonfish spend most of the day grazing on algae. Commonly seen patrolling reef slopes, the bluefin jack often swims near bottom feeding fish that disturb other fishes, which the jacks will eat. Pufferfish come in all shapes, sizes and colours. The black-spotted pufferfish are highly variable in colour, from yellow to grey to black. They tour inner and outer reef slopes and crests with rich invertebrate growth and algae, and often are found with sponges. This black-spotted pufferfish has visited a cleaning station, and an overzealous cleaning wrasse has followed him and is determined to get every last parasite off. But the pufferfish is not so keen. Most pufferfish can inflate themselves into a balloon-like shape. Any predator trying to eat them finds that it has got more than it bargained for and spits them out. The scribble pufferfish often hides in caves or under ledges during the day and becomes more active at night. They have a menacing look but feed on invertebrate growth and algae. The scribble pufferfish is also highly variable in colour and spots. This one has mostly spots, yet this one has numerous thin black lines radiating out from the eyes. The much smaller saddled pufferfish is highly coloured. This serves as a warning to predators that I am poisonous, do not eat me. But some fish also have similar colours. but they're not poisonous. But this one really is. It can also blow itself up like the larger pufferfish. Similar to pufferfish, the porcupine fish can also quickly inflate themselves in self-defense. But they also have spines that normally lay flat, but stand up and project outwards, so the whole fish becomes a prickly ball. All divers love to swim with turtles. They can be observed at close range and do not appear to be afraid of us neoprene-clad, bubble-blowing visitors of the deep. Five of the 7 known species of turtles can be found in the Maldives. The most common are the hawksbill and the green sea turtle. Their front paddle-like flippers are used to propel them through the water at speeds of up to 35 kilometers per hour. Their rear flippers are only used for steering. Turtles spend most of their day foraging amongst the coral for food. They don't have teeth, but all turtles have an incredibly strong, horny beak, which is capable of breaking off large clumps of coral to get at algae and barnacles, which they feed upon. They also feed on small fish and sponges. Turtles can remain underwater for up to 5 hours, as long as they expend little energy and their breathing rate is slow. On trips to and from dive sites, you will often see turtles coming up for air. They grab that breath of air, they return to the depths to continue to look for food or to rest. Turtle shell has always been greatly sought after by the jewellery and tourist industry. The shells were made into boxes, bracelets and hair combs, as well as other ornaments. The overharvesting of turtles has led to a serious decline in their numbers. The Maldivian government has now banned the capture of turtles, and the export and sale of turtle shell products is illegal. It is now more common to see several turtles on a dive, and this diver, while watching one turtle, suddenly encounters a second. This is a hawksbill sea turtle, which can easily be distinguished from the others by its beak-like upper jaw that resembles a hawksbill. Several species of sharks are common in the Maldives. The grey reef shark is generally found in deeper water, grows to over 2 meters long, and tends to be wary of divers. They are distinguished by a white trailing edge on the dorsal fin and are thicker in the midsection. Sharks are all more active at night and start to hunt when the sun sets. The white-tipped reef shark cruises through the reef walls and ledges, searching for an easy meal. These sharks are unafraid of divers and will regularly come in close. They use sensors on the sides of their heads to pick up the signs of injured and distressed fish. This makes it easier to attack and catch their prey. They usually patrol the same area day and night and will join in schools of up to 10 individuals. White-tipped reef sharks are often seen resting on sand flats, but once disturbed, will take flight and move away. The Maldives have 32 of the 120 species of butterfly fish known globally. The cousin to the long-nosed butterfly fish is known as the very long-nosed butterfly fish. It is difficult to tell the long and the very long-nosed butterfly fish apart, but these are very long-nosed specimens. Mollusks come in all shapes, sizes and colours. Some sea slugs can be drab and camouflaged, others can be bright and colourful. Like the pufferfish we saw earlier, this sea slug displays the classic colours of black, white and bright yellow to inform a would-be predator that the slug is poisonous. Garden eels form large colonies on sand flats. This is the spaghetti eel. They extend themselves a long way out of the sand without leaving the bottom to grab plankton drifting past on the currents. Moray eels are usually seen on most dives, and the most common is the giant moray. During the day they hide in holes with just their heads showing. They are carnivores and eat a mixture of invertebrates whole, such as shrimps, octopus and fishes. This eel is being cleaned by a cleaning wrasse. It goes right into its customer's mouth. At night they come out to hunt. They are very short-sighted, which can lead to unexpected encounters, like this. Rays are cartilaginous fish, like flattened sharks. Stingrays are bottom feeders, equipped with crushing plates to grind the mollusks and crustaceans they sift out of the sand. This is a black spotted stingray. They breathe through gill-like covers behind their eyes called spiracles. These are a pair of spotted eagle rays. It has a longer and more whip-like tail than the stingray. The spotted eagle ray is a strong and graceful swimmer that feeds on mollusks and crustaceans. The well-defined shape of the beak gives the eagle ray its name. They are a joy to watch. They appear to fly, like eagles soaring high in the sky. Our last ray is the majestic manta ray. These gentle creatures can weigh up to 2 tons and have a wingspan of 6.5 meters or 22 feet. Manta rays are filter feeders. They eat the plankton they strain from the water with their fine gill rakers. Mantas regularly visit cleaning stations. The rays will circle around the large rocks, awaiting their turn. They descend, and the cleaner fish swim into the mouth and gill cavities and remove the small organisms and debris which has become attached to the manta. While one is cleaned, the others wait patiently for their turn. All mantas have distinctive patterns on their white bellies. These spots and blotches are individual to each ray. An encounter with manta rays is the highlight of diving in the Maldives for many divers. We have seen just a few species of the marine life of the Indian Ocean. Every dive brings with it expectation and excitement of discovering something new. Now it is time to leave the undersea world of the Maldives, and I hope we can share some more secrets of the wonderful world of diving in the Indian Ocean with you soon.